We can get that one uploaded. And then let me go into the fantasy gulag, because I feel like I'm on the verge of greatness. I can't quite see the way out yet, but we have to go deeper.
시행착오를 거쳐서 우리는 틀리지 않았다. 좋은 픽이었다라고 또 말씀 들어봤습니다. 제타가 꺼내든 변수 카드 또
I was just saying I was cutting the board for you, Panda. Zeta versus Wei should be uploading now.
좀 곤란했을 수도 있겠다라는 생각도 들었는데요. 어떤 점을 공략했나요?
이게 딱히 상대를 공략한 건 없고 이게 상대가 계속 우양키리코 하더라고요. 그래서
I'm gonna go get my food.
Okay, I'm going into the fantasy gulag then. Wait, let me grab a water as well, and then I'm actually going into the fantasy gulag. So, tell me your thoughts so far. This is the week 4 roster. Oh, sorry, the week 3 roster, so this weekend. And then the week 4 is the bit we got to figure out. I'm going to need to do some math, so give me a sec.
지금 힘든 시간 겪어내고 있는 와중에 앞으로도 더 잘해보자, 잘 견뎌내보자라고 또 말씀 전해주셨어요. 팀원들에게 하고 싶은 말 있을까요?
우리 오늘 이겨냈으니까 앞으로 더 잘해보자. 혈 뚫었다 오늘.
야, 막힌 혈 확 완벽하게 뚫어냈으니까 앞으로는 쭉쭉 치고 나가자라고 말씀해주셨습니다. 자, 그리고 오늘 또 팬분들 많이 응원 와주셨죠? 팬분들께도 마지막으로 한 말씀 부탁드려요.
예상하지 못한 연패 많이 마음고생 많이 하셨을 텐데 저희 더 열심히 할 테니까 플레이오프랑 LCQ 지켜봐 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다. 응원해 주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 자, 오늘 승리로 막힌 혀를 시원하게 뚫어낸 외팀이었습니다. 이수민 선수와 인터뷰는 여기서 마치도록 하고요. 저희는 다음 경기로 돌아올게요. 온사이드 게이밍과 올드오션이 기다리고 있습니다.
I'm back and locking in. Alright. So if I do this, let me start writing some of this down. How long have we got? Oh, loads of time. So if I start writing some of this down. I cannot fathom how a Pelly, Alfie, and Bernard team can do this bad every time. Yeah, I don't know. It's just... like, the player quality's there. I even think, like, all of these players, right? Like, do you look at that series and think Pelly, Alfie, Bernard had a particularly bad series or anything like that? I mean, maybe part of the problem is there was no Alfie on that final map, and Probe You know, what impact did Probe have other than being a prime target for Milgaru?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Okay. So then week 4 is the big, like, this is the Twisted Minds one above everything else, right? There's nothing too much. In North America is just a big teams against little teams set of fixtures. Vision is really fine, so there's no huge motivation to get rid of Skyle. It's just if I think like maybe Simple or something would be better. Because I could just go... If I do that, and I'm over budget, but if I do that and then go to Psycho, I'm in budget.
Did I miss a Star Wars? I know we're in the Star Wars section.
Oh no. Fuck.
No, I just came back to it.
Oh. I guess I'll once again be killing myself. Sorry to hear, GB. Many such cases. Because then this team looks cracked for week 4. Maybe I'm a genius. After careful deliberation, what if I'm a genius?
I have my doubts on that front, but
no, as a pretty neutral source on all of it, I think I might be a genius. I guess, is the TM... Are you planning to double into the TM double, like 2 players?
yes. I think I'm going to take Psycho and one other.
Yeah, I'm looking at Psycho
I'm
Simple
not sure on the
right
support
now.
yet. I'm thinking like some Simple or Funny Astro.
Yeah, when I talk to
You need
Astro...
to be short for your YouTube thumbnail?
You think
Is
Psycho's
it another
bait?
aid pun?
You expect Psycho to be benched? Is this because of all the sim we've been seeing in Korea a little bit? People are starting to worry. Yubi is back on the cards. I've just seen your thumbnail. First aid.
Ha! And they won too. So
And they won. It's actually, yeah, you've predicted this perfectly.
Thank you, Mari.
Because then this for week 4 does look kind of cracked, right? Like, I've got Kevster is playing against Psycho and Simple, so there's maybe a bit of anti-synergy there, but I think it might be fine, really. Because I think there's a chance now that TMVP is a long series, and then all of these players might just score well as a result. And then TM have a banker against good guys as well. Again, there's maybe a bit of, like, good guys are playing TM as well, so this week 4, a lot of my players are playing each other. But I think the doubles will help relieve a lot of that potential, I guess, anti-synergy. Then for week 5... Week 5, it's still fine for Crocs, if I remember right. That is the... No, week 5 is not fine for Crocs at all. So I guess, is there something to do with Crocs? Or am I just... TM have Gen G, so TM should be really fine there. I think TM against Gen G as well is just a great matchup. For Twisted Minds, and they are favourites anyway. Is there a double in North America that becomes appealing? It's a GK double, but one of them's against Liquid. And it's a Team Z double. Oh, this is where it would be like, do you want to gamble on Astro? But I don't know about that one. I want Team Z to be good. I like a lot of their players, but I'm just not convinced. My team so far is Rhino, Sugarfree, Kevster, FD God, Jonowich. That is such...
This roster looks good now, right? Because like Now you can just pivot to tree and want to fix
Like
a Gala and you're just done, right?
Psycho to tree, and then obviously I can only have 2 Team Liquid alongside Vega, so it would be like but I could just do that, and then do I just do that on week 5 even potentially?
I think it just depends on who they play in this following weeks. Like, I'll just look at it like week of to work it out.
Yeah. There's also, you know, there's maybe an argument over which way I go, because this weekend's game will give us a pretty good indication, right? Like, if Team Liquid and VP smash Space Station and Alcacia respectively, then all of a sudden those players are, like, lock 100%, you know? But then maybe that changes. I can also see who scores point-wise as well and make decisions based off that. So maybe I could do that, and then my week 4 is really strong, and my week 3 is okay. But, week 3 is okay, but I do miss out on the Sakura double. Whereas I think you've still got Zomba, if I remember right.
Yeah. One sec. I have
Giving you a sec.
Zomba, Violet, Landon, Checkers. And, like, I think that the Checkers Landon is just, like, good earn for this week because they've got, like, a hard game, so it'll be, like, a long one.
And it's, like, the
Violet.
Tracer and Kiri player as well, who I think normally score
And I think
well.
Violet might be, like, my last person to trade out, just because I think, like, Violet's a good earner in all of these, like, low ones. Like, the same as how you have
4 and 5.
Vega that's, like, not going to move, right? Like, Violet stays for 4 and 5. And, like, Landon is the role that gets traded out because it, like, frees up more budget, basically.
Yeah. So then week 5, there's almost even an argument. It would only be Crocs I would have to change. The only problem is I don't really have... There's no budget to go anywhere, right? So it might just be what you were saying earlier about, do you just tank Crocs for it? The only person I could swap to would be Chase or Astro.
This monitor has inherited the XLX monitor stand design. It has
GK do have a double. I wonder if that GK double is worth something. Like, could I go UV, actually? Simple to UV? Maybe that's the play, actually. So I go Crocs, and then I keep Psycho. I could even go... Kev set, and then I go Vega, and then I go UV. I could go Psycho to Wamon as well, but I feel like UV is, out. If it's between Wamon and UV, I think it's, UV has to be the choice. Where is he? And then this is my...
UV's good, but the problem with UV is that he... actually, I was considering UV instead of one of the... Instead of one of the spenny ones, actually, because my thinking on UV was like, I think UV has a double, and then
SSG,
after he has the double, I mean, he has Team Liquid in the first double as well, right?
Yeah.
But I think UV earns well even in hard games, right? But if that team sucks, which you actually like aren't going to be able to really tell until week 5.
Yeah, you'll find out after the roster
You'll find out in the double, and then you're committed for week 6 as well, pretty much, because he's so expensive. He like prices you out of other options.
Well, no,
because I was thinking maybe I'd take him and then trade out one of the double players for week 6 instead.
Well, I was thinking, yeah, I take UV, and then on week 6 I could go Psycho to Tree, because that's just a straight swap, and then for UV, I could just go Gala, I guess. Gala or Fixer. Could maybe even go Landon or something as well.
Excuse me?
Or I could go RuPaul.
We've got to shoot this guy in fantasy. Like, this guy, when he's playing fantasy, he says, I could go Landon. I could go Landon. He's looking at the final weeks of the stage. I could go Landon. When was Landon's double, Xavier? When was Landon's double?
At the start. Well, that's why he was the last option, you know? That's why I said Gala and Fixer first. It was like...
You can't go Landon when there's so many players with doubles in the final.
Yeah, but that's why I'm thinking out loud, mate. I'm just thinking out loud and saying the players that come to mind. And then as I say them, I can then, I see how I feel about that.
It's excluded. It doesn't. You can't do that.
Yeah, but it's important to explore all the options, or you miss the options, Max. You know, this is the creative phase. We're in the theory phase here, where there's no bad ideas. You should explore all the options and then eliminate all the bad options until you're just left with the obvious option. Because here's one. I could go RuPaul instead, right? But then I would need a different DPS player. The only thing to be careful of is, even though I could have that extra transfer in week 5 to go to Astro if I wanted to, if I do that, I potentially need to get rid of him right afterwards as well, which maybe doesn't actually help me. Yeah, well, I'm replacing both of... Yeah, I agree. Like, I would rather swap Psycho as well. It's just whether I go, like...
I'm gonna eat this.
It's whether I go Tree and Gala, or I go RuPaul and someone else. But I don't know who that someone else would be. I mean, in reality, I just want all the Team Liquid people, but that's not a legal maneuver. So...
I reckon you can manage the double Liquid Gambit.
Yeah, I was just thinking in my head, if it was between Tree and RuPaul, maybe I actually would prefer RuPaul. But if I get RuPaul, then who's the DPS that replaces Psycho, right? It doesn't... Yeah. Because the alternative DPS would obviously be to get Jwoo, but I can't afford that. Financially. So to get Gala/Fixer plus Tree feels like the best option, and then I've got 4 players in the double-double. And I've got Crocs in a game against Peps, which will hopefully be Wimone. Yeah, but Wimone's... I could get Wimone, but then I'm not actually leaning into the double, right? I'm just getting Wimone against SSG, which doesn't feel like as much value as Tree into Sakura and Dildux, you know? Like, really, really hard to see those scores lining up. Same with anyone like Checkmate. I think Checkmate would actually be too expensive anyway, but it's just the single game. So are you just keeping Crocs now? I think so. And then for playoffs, obviously I'll probably need to kill Crocs, but that problem might just solve itself once we get to playoffs.
오늘 준비된 마지막 경기 온사이드 게이밍과 올드오션의 경기 시작 전 각 팀의 대표분들과 함께 인터뷰 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 온사이드 게이밍 만나볼까요?
네, 안녕하세요. 온사이드 게이밍 코치 푸사제라고 합니다.
네, 푸사제 코치님 반갑습니다. 자, 그렇다면 올드오션
Might have to do the same.
네, 안녕하세요.
Yeah.
올드오션 코치 독스입니다.
Marble.
네, 독스 코치님도 반갑습니다.
Do you think VP play Hog? And if so, is it Ice or Vess? No idea.
It's just a Zega ISO finance Twitch, don't worry about it.
몰아붙이는 중인 온사이드 게이밍.
What's so I show finance about my roster?
분위기를 잡은 올드오션 맞대결입니다. 기세가 오른 양
It's just the exact same gambit you've done. It's just for Crocs gambit.
No, when you said you were gonna kill Crocs, you know when you were gonna kill Crocs. Someone in chat asked, why is Xavier killing Crocs?
결정이 났는데 저희가 뭐 그날 제타 잡았으면 저희가 4등 아니었냐. 딱 그날 하루만 더 있으면
Yeah, I think I'm not... Actually, I think it will transition to playoffs fine.
굉장히 좋은 것 같아요.
분위기 타고 흐름 타고 있다. 막을 수 없을 걸이라고 말씀 들어봤는데요. 그렇다면 올드오션의 분위기 현재 어떤가요?
저희 같은 경우에도 원래 1, 2주차 같은 경우에는 일정이
Do I need to be thinking about playoffs?
경기를 결국엔 다 이기고
Yeah, I think my gamble is that actually it'll just become... It won't become easier in playoffs, as there's like so many more things to get right in terms of who gets eliminated, who gets the double game weeks and stuff. But I think financially, the choices will get a lot easier.
What are the rules in playoffs?
It's so same thing. It's 2 transfers per week. Playoffs is played over 2 weekends in EMEA in North America.
You don't get
there'll be
any bonus transfer.
No, but there will be there won't be bonus. I can't remember what we did last time. It's whatever it was last time. I don't know if Toby's here right now. Was it? If I remember right,
Get bonus something,
and-
right?
yeah, you'll get bonus money. We did that last time, and I can't remember if it was like you still get 2 free transfers, but you get a bonus transfer if one of your players is eliminated or something. If that makes sense. I can't remember exactly what it was. It will be the same as last time. Toby will know the truth of it. But my plan is that actually I won't need a lot of those transfers necessarily. The only person I would really want to transfer is Crocs, and I'm hoping the budget increase just solves that problem, basically, you know, and I can just turn Crocs into maybe not like a premium tank, but at least, you know, maybe like a KSA or like a Vest or an Ice or something, or a Tama, depending on how the bracket ends up looking. I thought it was free transfers. I'm trying to think.
저희 같은 경우에도 지난주에 꾸역꾸역 승리를 가져오고 있긴 한데 오늘 같은 경우에도 경기가 쉽진 않을지언정 결국에는 승리를 하면서 다음 주를 위한 그리고 다음 LCQ를 위해서 좀 더 준비를 갖춰가도록 하겠습니다.
네, 과연 오늘 경기 누가 분위기와 기세를 이어갈 수 있을 것이냐를
Look at the homepage of a fantasy site. Does it tell me?
자, 오늘의 힘겨루기 승자는 누가 될까요? 맵 세트 확인해.
Oh, it literally tells me. Games will be split into week 1 and 2 playoff. This means teams will often play a different number of games. You will be given free transfers for week 1 and week 2. Oh, okay, cool.
Free transfers. How much bonus budget?
You will also be allowed to make bonus transfers. Oh wait, maybe that graphic's just out of date because it's from last time. Budgets have been increased by 4. So it's still actually really tight with Crocs, actually. Because that'd be 16 to 20, which doesn't really actually open up a lot of tank options either. But if I have free transfers... Yeah, if I have free transfers, I have room to move budget around quite a lot, actually. If there's only one player I'm genuinely like, this player needs to be replaced.
Here's what you can do. 21 on 2 subs. 24, 25 on really expensive DPS.
Yeah.
As long as... What's scary is winding up with both of the VP supports. Because then you're so all in on VP winning. And I'm not sure the VP's winning. From what I've seen thus far. We'll have a better indication of it
after this week.
Into the
yeah.
But yeah.
And after their double at the end. Oh no, is their double at the end one tough, one easy? I've forgotten already.
By the time that's happened, you've already lost the opportunity to prepare. If you're committing to the VP backline, they're costing you all your trades, you know? You're going to spend most of your budget in week 6 if you're trying to get on the 4x double train. So...
Yeah, I'm going to be
you need
tapped
to make
out
right
in terms of money.
Who's DPS, you know? Yeah.
But I'm thinking with free transfers, it might just... I'd need to do the math, but I think it might just get me out of it. There's also this weird thing at the start of playoffs as well, where is it better to have the team you think will lose the first game, so they get the second game? Like, lose the first game, win the second game type teams, you know?
Oh, Hiraki, thank you very much. Welcome to the Parasocial Friends Club with Shusha PWT. Thank you, Hiraki. I appreciate that. I'll fist bump the camera when I'm not stuffing my face with a Euros.
Surely losing week 1 is better, no? Because you get 2 games? Potentially, yeah, but you need to... Playoffs gets really scary really quickly because you have to just be right about who's going to win what games. Otherwise, your gambits all completely fail, you know?
Can't abide by a failed gambit.
I think things negative scores, yeah, because you get like Gen G is probably the good example of how you should expect to score when your game week contains 1 difficult game and 1 good game. I guess what's interesting in that is there are still scores like Violet and UV are all examples of teams that just won their games by a large margin and actually outscored the double game weekers.
Made a slight mess on the desk.
What did you do in the end? Were you a salad separator or did you just eat it cold?
Well, it's hot. It's fresh.
And the salad's just hot too?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, it's warming the bread. Oh, fuck, is the game starting?
Oh, the game's super starting. It's 10 seconds on the clock,
pause
mate.
it for like... No. One more bite. Oh.
To win? That's not till tomorrow.
I won, but... I just wash my hands.
At what cost? Wash your hands. I'll take the first fight. It's Bull versus Bull. Heiser against Kellen. Old Ocean ONSIDE Gaming. Sombra's in play as well. Alien actually taking up the Sombra for Old Ocean here, who's typically their hit scan player, but he's looking for some early pressure. And Old Ocean have taken this left-hand side of the map for now, and it's ONSIDE who have to reposition. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Point is
Okay,
unlocked.
close enough, go.
Okay, Alien's been found, actually scouted out on that. The transfer of shields from Heiser keeps them all safe for now. Both balls transferring those shields to all of their teammates. Kellen will roll back. They've actually got the first flip here on Side Gaming, so very happy with that. Now they can play. Virus will go wide, but Alien has been forced back. Jaehong is on Velucio, and he is in big trouble. Can't get out from Knife there. Converts that kill, and that should be onside good to secure this first fight off the back of that. And unfortunately, many a familiar situation here as we see Jaehong struggling on Velucio.
Oh, yeah.
Keep going. Opener.
What do you mean keep going?
I thought you were asking me to keep going.
No, I said hello.
Oh, hello.
30, 31, 32,
It just works.
33. It just works. Wow. Perfect. That's lovely, Nuclear. Thanks for
Never heard someone so out of breath after washing their hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's up a few flight of stairs and I'm very out of shape. Kellen, 50% on the minefield. Not getting a whole lot done, but double DPS all online for ONSIDE Gaming. Kitsune Rush as well. Kilo drops the EMP, instantly dies for it. Need that follow-up slam. Comes through.
Oh!
Slam pulse. Heiser and Kivi's both going to go down. Jaehong, the old man, on the skates being chased down as well. And it is looking good for ONSIDE right now. Huge old fight for them. And Jaehong just dying comically late.
Really nice follow-up there onto that EMP. Even though it cost Kilo his life, Pulse Bomb Slam combo did enough in the end, and now ONSIDE are looking comfortable for this first one. They got double support out as well, slightly quicker than Old Ocean, but Old Ocean should get there, and they have this EMP. You can see Alien just walking with the team now, looking for a counter-dive EMP. When that ball comes, when that Tracer comes, Alien can pop it on them, but they aren't really coming, so they're going to go aggressively instead. Looking at is Lucio, catches Velucio, but Opener's round the corner, but there's Knife to finish the kill. Jaehong has died anyway, 99% to beat. No EMP required for that one, just a Kitsune Rush trade. Kilo can't find his way out of it, so there's still an opportunity for Old Ocean. Currently, players up as Becky is looking for this Sombra behind, and they will get the flip as a result of that. Oh, Jaehong. Oh, Jaehong!
Wins the duel versus Knife. Like, we're saying, oh, Jaehong, as if he's about to take a defeat on the chin, but no, he's so good for it, actually, because Knife, the most picked Tracer in OWCS Korea, is always good for one death first. So, Old Ocean now back in control and decent ults to counter out what ONSIDE have coming their way. Kilo, after dropping that EMP, he's done absolutely nothing. He's only 30% for the next one. Alien used it in the next fight, and he's already further ahead than Kilo. Kellen comes rolling through. It's ball v ball on the point right now. Minefield out for Heiser. Counterslam does not a whole lot from Heiser, in all honesty. There's mines all over the top of the point, but it looks like Heiser has successfully cleared the majority. He's taken a bit of damage in the meantime, though. Scrap over on the side. Knife's got the pinch on Old Ocean's backline. Old man needs to be careful not to go down to the Knife with the beat available. He drops it in main. Opener mirrors. Kellen doesn't receive it, but still continued scrap on the drum. Hack comes out onto Opie. He needs to be careful now. Becky's on his case. He slips away, and ONSIDE steal the cap. Ew.
Perfect for ONSIDE now. They're all alive as a result of this too. Runner group back on point. Knife's got eyes on the backline, but that recall has been forced as the slam comes through from Kellen. Single trade on the point, but that's Kivis going down, so big source of healing. Suzu out now as Irony comes through. Becky is lobbed that pulse bomb wide. They do get the flip back though, Old Ocean, and they will be able to look for more. Slam onto Velucio here. Transfer of shields helps keep Opener alive, and Jaehong has died. Becky has died. Knife has just cleaned up everyone behind, and he'll get the point right back.
Evans right back in control, and now
a hack.
EMP from Alien. It catches a lot of ONSIDE Gaming, but the follow-up just isn't there, unfortunately. There's no targets, and no follow-up, as everyone from Old Ocean is dead. 2 players, Kivi's Ru Jaehong, not able to get to the point. 100 to 66.
Felt like more one-sided for ONSIDE as well, really. Last
Build
EMP.
up slipping away. Are you watching from an old German fort right now, homosexual? I thought you were unable to attend today.
Why is he at an old German fort?
I mean, he said that he wasn't going to make it today.
Oh.
He said he came. You came home for this? No way.
You left the
I'll be
fort?
sure to try my absolute hardest to do this game a service then. With a pause. He's kind of homeless.
It can
We
happen.
love tech pauses. It's true. Is Alien Sense messed up again? We need a 1 hour pause over this.
Oh, not again. Not again.
Oh, I promised Hiraki a fist bump.
Oh, you did.
Thank you, Hiraki. Yep.
Clean hands as well.
Delivered. Yeah, no, clean as. Rinsed. I worked up a sweat cleaning these hands.
Kind of undoes a lot of the good work of washing your hands.
Here we are.
Oh, right back. All right, downtown. Kilo going to attempt for...
Oh, hit scan.
Yeah, going to attempt it. Obviously, we talked about it earlier when we were on Busan before. One of the harder maps to actually connect onto that Freya if they just play the high ground. But often you will see that Freya force into places where they have to try and swing a little bit wider onto point, and that's when they can become a little bit more available. Kellen's going to try and dodge that first hack successfully. Kilo's actually trying to take the enemy high ground aggressively, straight into this ball now as they push through. Kellen's going to be forced back. Kilo has been also forced back. Ducks onto point, but now all of a sudden, Becky is within range. Does get that one cleared, and Kilo gets the shield transfer as well. Reset onto the high ground as Heiser hits the slam, but Opener slipped his way over that ledge. Now they're going for another one. Heiser's being forced back once more. Kellen's the one taking the most damage, but he's just dead on point. Becky still has recall as well if he wants to chase this Tracer, but an easier target in the backline is Irony, and they'll just clean this one up nice and easy, Old Ocean.
Yeah, Old Ocean, they take it in the end. I think ONSIDE Gaming going for the hit scan pick. Kilo trying to be proactive, trying to play forward. It makes sense because there's not a lot of targets for him to actually shoot in the neutral. Sombra, Tracer, Ball, they're all so mobile. It's going to be kind of difficult to actually catch them out. But this swap from Kellen, I'm sure I understand it. Winston and Sombra, actually. So just going to what he knows, I suppose. We'll see if he can make it work. Already, Heiser's taken a hell of a lot of damage on point. The bubble trade has forced a health advantage, but Heiser's been healed all the way back up to full now. So ONSIDE Gaming, they've taken a bubble turn. They've not actually gotten anything for it. Overshield transfer onto Alien and Becky, and the EMP's already online to Alien.
Opportunity now for Alien to connect onto this one. Kellen's next jump is going to be scary, but he jumps away from the EMP actually. Kellen outplays it, and this EMP has got nothing from Alien again. Opener now with the beat for the repush. Eyes on Jae-Hong, who is comically far away from beat. So there'll be no beat coming back for this one as they clean up the point. Irony's been hacked. Minefield on point from Heiser as well. They're trying to turn some attention behind the point as the Kitsune Rush is out from Irony. Kivitz has one to mirror now, but Heiser is awfully low. They're trying to clear Kellen off the point, but Becky has eyes on this backline. Another jump from Kellen just from a opposite point. Heiser's rolled off the point. Okay, works out. Jae-Hong's going to die. Still doesn't have that beat, by the way. And ONSIDE will eventually get this flip. 2-player advantage now. Just need to clear Becky out, and there we go.
Kellen, all the way forward now. 71% on Primal, so should have that for the next turn. Kilo's also got an EMP now, so Old Ocean entering a world of pain. Reliant on Ru Jae-Hong dropping the beat in order to save them. Irony finds Becky pre-fight as well, so really no openings for Old Ocean right now. And you can see the push is on for ONSIDE. They're going to jump deep, throw down the bubble, force everybody from Old Ocean all the way back into spawn. Heiser setting up behind. You can see him rolling right side at the moment. But Kilo, he's set up in main. Fortunately, this guy is the king of messing up EMPs on Sombra. Heiser gets hacked up on point, but Kilo just goes down pre-fight, gets run down by Alien and Becky together. So it's a 4v4, beats out for Ru Jae-Hong now. He wants to close this scene early, but Kellen, he's on the point. They need backline kills. They find Opie, but there's still Irony in play, and Kellen can still rip out the Primal at any moment.
TP onto Kellen now from Irony to get away. He's going to get Pulse Bomb, pops that Primal, looks for a target. Now Eyes forces a TP out. EMP over the top as well. Now makes short work of Alien, but they're still getting traded. He's onto the Kiriko, but he's half HP, and Kellen just has to back it up with this Primal. They get it done in the end, Old Ocean, and now they're threatening last fight. ONSIDE have to nail this retake, and they're coming up against another EMP soon.
Yeah, EMP is going to be available for Alien. Let's see if he can, you know, get some value with this one. Old Ocean, really, what a steal from them. Getting the cap, being able to have EMP for the next turn. OP might have beat to counter, but if Alien goes fast, he won't. Knife is being forced out early on as well. Has to sneak back over to the mini health pack, heal himself up to full. Kellen gets slammed out in main. Catches a virus on the chin, and that's going to be the EMP secured. EMP's on the cards now. It's about to come out. Drops it on Irony, who cannot survive. He gets booped off the map, but so does Alien.
1-for-1 trade. Opener has for B. It comes back out. Doesn't catch Knife, but Knife kills Jae-Hong nonetheless. Now they're looking for more Kitsune Rush and a transfer of shields for Becky to fight in. Trying to force these kills, but the pocket is there. But no, Becky gets the kill nonetheless. Opener goes down. Knife looking to push this Tracer advantage now. Becky doesn't have recall, remember, but playing around that hacked mini, forcing him all the way out. The flipper's gone through for ONSIDE during all of this. The knife will eventually close out that duel and now can come back. Mine's out on the point from Isa, but Jaehong up top runs into Kilo. Big trouble for him, and I think Isa has to give this one up. We'll just get out.
Yeah, gonna have to get out of that one. Old Ocean. Last chance. 69%. Beat for Rouge Hong is still comically far away. Open is very comfortably lapping him on that one. If they can charge it up, if they can just play real safe, real slow, get that beat online, maybe they've got a chance, but ultimately, Kilo's going to have the EMP, Cullen's going to have the primer to match that layout. So, playing slow might not be the move. They try to rotate bottom left, and it's just easy pickings for Cullen. Opie will take down Kibbies, and Rouge Hong is pulsed. I think this retake angle for the backline is just so risky versus the Winston, because the monkey can play above you, zap you without even needing to use the jump, and you could see there, it was just the most free engagement in the history of all engagements for Kellen. Now Heiser needs to get the touch. He doesn't even get it. And,
no. He perfectly drives around the point there to make sure he doesn't get the touch.
So good, he stayed outside the white line.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so hard, right? Kellen there with the bubble. You saw Knife behind as well, so we have the perfect pincer. Then Opener just comes flying around the corner as well, top rope, and just no chance to get those ults online. Obviously, this has happened to Old Ocean before. The Jaehong Lucio maps are just the ones they really struggle on, but that was the Wu Yang Bang out now for the rest of the series. So better chance now to play a backline. They'll do better on Old Ocean, and we've seen this happen before in some of these Old Ocean series where we get in a bit of tennis back and forth. Thank you for the first time someone get Uncle Lucio. Don't worry, he's getting off there. Don't worry.
The tennis theory, please.
It's just, you know, where you're gonna try and return their serve, but it's important you do more than just return their serve. You know? That's a joke only for a few people. You saw the interview? Nice. Doping OP?
Quick bounce? Yeah, let's get a quick marbles for that bounce. Are you gonna have to roll again? This map has a bloody intro.
Tennis propaganda, really? I mean, Chris has been pushing the tennis propaganda for a long time.
1 minute.
Payout Preds? Seems reasonable. What's tennis suit?
There's no way you're just now asking what's tennis suit.
Well, someone's just asked. Seppu's surprised we don't have it. What is it?
It's a very good emote, is how I would describe it.
Well, has someone
and
got
I feel
the
like
link
there's lots of applications to it in
it?
Overwatch, you know? Like, it's just important.
Oh, that's really class. He puts the suit on. Thank you, homosexual.
Yeah.
I was expecting. Yeah, I was expecting it just to be the same image, but it's got a suit jacket over it. But this has blown me away. This.
Well, I had a draw.
Can we have war, please? Which one's... What's war? Let's look. I'm not sold on it, Enks. You've not convinced me. If you pay the 20k channel points, I'll do it out of respect, but I've not been sold in the same way I was by Tennis Suit. It was a hard act to follow, though, I'll give you that.
Nope. Most of the marbles race just died, but homosexuals plowing on ahead.
They need to copy CS and do that. The series would just go on for so long. Oh, he's gonna spend for it. Fair enough, Eggs. I can't argue with capitalism. First time warp. Maybe I underrated it. When Kellex goes Mercy, when your fantasy is in tatters.
Frenchman, Anthony! Come on now. Your marble looks to have died after winning, but we see you, Anthony. Yes! Can we get some W Anthonys in the chat? I'm gonna read my color.
Sravasa every series. Where's Prashi? I don't know. Yeah, Atlas is still out of bounds or out of a game at the moment due to the hole in the floor. Roadworks are underway. Big day today. VP Alcad and Man U versus Chelsea. Merseyside derby. I mean, Liverpool probably going to do some of their classic bullshit where they take an early lead, throw it all away, and then injury time winner in their best Crazy Raccoon impression. But no, I think Liverpool will win. There's just something about them at the moment, too clutch. I think Everton are playing well. I think it will be close, like a 2-1 maybe Liverpool. But it just feels impossible to bet against Liverpool, given the current nature of of clutching every single match under the sun.
Callan's in for another map. And Old Ocean have gone with the controversial move, not of banning out Winston, but of banning out Lucio. I guess it makes sense.
They want the
Dopey
support,
Opie is
yeah.
a Lucio one trick, and Rujay Hong just doesn't want to have to play Lucio. Maybe it works actually, because I feel like Winston's probably quite hard if you can't play Lucio as well. So it's probably like the highest value ban.
Yeah, I think...
And they've taken a ball map out of the pool as well. But Heiser's good at ball.
Yeah, I don't think they necessarily need to be scared of the ball mirror. I think it's also what's gonna happen now is both teams have then used their most powerful support ban, really. So both teams will just get to be able to play their backline in the future.
Can I get a high five? What the hell is that emote? Yeah, you got one, Danish boy.
The good guys win today, Virtus Pro and Man United. I can get behind that, yeah. You've been using the phrase grow up extensively recently, and I entirely blame you for this. It's a good phrase. Thanks, Juby. Yeah, I've seen the tweet, San. Alright, kicking it off then. And not too many surprises given this ban situation that we're going to get Kiriko, Wu Yang, and Ball in play for both. Sombra was banned from ONSIDE Gaming as well, so choice where they go. Very much expected to be Tracer from Knife, Tracer from Becky as well. Kilo is threatening the Freya immediately. Alien will have to wait and see. Obviously, Alien coming into the lineup here is a hit scan player more by trade, so won't be surprised if he leans into that as well, even though we saw him on Sombra entirely for the first map.
Yeah, I think both of these teams would be, quite happy to lean into their hit scan players. But you know what? A sim player will do quite nicely as well. So Kilo's really going to have to watch out. He's going up against lots of different sources of pressure. The Tracer for Becky, the TPs from Alien, and of course Heiser, who will constantly be on his case. trying to prevent him from taking a good angle. Heiser comes rolling through the backline a few times now, but nothing to really ham him up, nothing to really prevent him from actually just taking these turns. Now Knife has actually turned around and is trying to force Heiser out more meaningfully, but at the same time, TP up onto the high ground from Alien. Kellen rolling through, but also being chased out quite heavily. Nobody's on the point yet.
ONSIDE, they're dipping their toes onto it now, but it results in a 1-for-1 trade. Kilo does go down, and now it's going to slam on from Heiser. Half HP, Alien has for high ground position, but Duke out with Irony and will be forced back, which means they can try and edge a little bit more of a point, but Kellen is on the back line. Heiser's seeing that everything's okay with that. The Sim TP is going to try and clear Irony off. He has to TP back now, and Heiser's got everyone zoned a little bit here. Irony's fighting out with the Tracer. Can't find the connection onto the Kunai. Body shot only does force for recall. Now TP's away. A lot of cooldowns invested, so Irony is vulnerable, but it's not Alien who goes down first, and then Irony gets the kill onto Kivers. Looks so good there. It looked like Becky had really bled out a lot of the ONSIDE gaming backline, but there was no follow-up afterwards.
Yeah, the world's longest first fight takes place, but ultimately, ONSIDE gaming edge it out. Now, a huge old bank Kilo on the Freya. I mean, he's got to be oh so careful. I think on this first point, there is high ground to play from, of course, but it's all very accessible for Heiser and for Alien both. Kivi's as well can climb up there, so really dangerous point for Kilo to be on the Freya. Knife forces recall out of Becky early and doesn't have to burn his own, but Kellen has been poked out a little bit, so now Old Ocean, they might be able to swing forward towards the objective. Kellen, I mean, he barely had to take a reset there. Heiser, oh no, Jae-Hong, instant slam in the spawn, no Suzu, and Becky's fallen over as well. Come on, Cold Ocean, you can do better than this.
Nice, easy fight for ONSIDE Gaming, and it didn't cost them a single ult. Now they have all 5 for the next one, as do Old Ocean, but it's Old Ocean who have to get to the point, and we just saw the trouble they had with that. So need to find a way through. The Sim TP really should make it easier in a lot of these scenarios, but they need to find the timings to escape Kellen's engaged timing. They've gone far right and are getting over to the point this time. Now Kellen comes in, Mines on the rotation as well. Big slam onto Alien. He gets deleted before that sim wall. Kitsune Rush trade will come out as well. Tidal Blast available, but ONSIDE Gaming I think are just happy to mirror ults if they need to, but they really don't need to at all. We're into overtime, but there's no hope for this, and that was a dominant first point from ONSIDE.
Yeah, making it look easy ONSIDE Gaming, they just take it. The first fight was an absolute dogfight scrap, but everything thereafter was, you know, just ONSIDE spawn camping, essentially, making it oh so difficult. Old Ocean for the next turn. Sim wall on the objective could be, you know, a little bit of a difference maker. Shut out Kilo's value a little bit. You can see a side fight's already taking place. Irony being poked out, but just trying to rotate towards the objective, take his favorite space to actually hold on to the point. Knife, uncharacteristically, has been picked pre-fight.
This never happens.
So Old Ocean, no, it's genuinely never. Like, it's very out of character. 5v4 situation. Heiser now boxes Kilo in the room, and he's just going to clean that kill up solo. Doesn't even need help. He actually popped his mines on the point there, so, you know, they definitely want to take this cap.
Yeah, it would be good for the cleanup now off the back of that opening pick, and we continue to see some of the trouble hitscan players can have in this type of matchup. First flip for Old Ocean, back in control. Did use the minefield, not the most expensive thing in the world. Now it's going to be a Tidal Blast available for both teams, chance to be aggressive onto the Tracers here or use it responsibly. But Old Ocean do have a sim wall if that fight does break out on point as well, so they should have a significant advantage in this next fight.
It's an advantage for Old Ocean. Tidal Blast comes out onto Becky. He goes back on, he catches poor little Opie, and he will take him down in the end. Now Kilo's trapped 1v1 in the Tracer, but that's a fake 1v1. Heiser's right there with him. Pulse comes out into Rujo Hole on the point. Symbol's being considered by Alien. He will invest it in the end. God, gonna want a refund on that one, champ. That was absolute wank. Now you can see Old Ocean, they're pushing forward to spawn, just trying to find some value. They're gonna get that value, actually. Heiser has been delivered a kill on Irony. Knife, no recall. Might get picked one last time, but there are bodies on the point. Kellen has popped his mines on the point 20 seconds before the touch, and Heiser should... No way.
They give a flip. Oh, they
the
give a
genius
flip.
of Kellen. I can't sleep on him. I can't sleep on him any longer. He's
Wake
the best
up.
ball to ever live.
Now a swing from Kilo onto the right-hand side, as they do have. They only got 9% out at that point. Bowler is a miss from Kilo as well. They want to take this top right position. Kellen will roll through there, hits a big slam onto Alien as well. Transfer of shield helps keep them safe, and the Kitsune rush from Kivers to now force ONSIDE away from point as they will get themselves back on it. ONSIDE, they have to keep committing here. They need more touches. Knife goes down, so Kellen has to take the next one, but won't be able to do it, and they will tie us up, Old Ocean.
Old Ocean tie the scoreline up 1-1, and honestly, I feel like that first point was just a little bit of a blip from Cold Ocean. They just weren't playing like themselves, because now, back in control a little bit more, coming into their own with the Symmetra and the Tracer, I really think Heiser, This guy is the definition of next up talent. This guy is really solid on so many different heroes, and the Wrecking Ball is absolutely no exception. Kellen, what are we slamming up there, Slugger? What do we see? Slams up on the high ground, not sure what that's all about. Heiser booping back and forth. Gets a little bit of overshield, doesn't actually transfer it to his team. Irony drops a Kitsune Rush back of main quite early as well. Minefield out now for Heiser to counter out the rush. Knife recalls into a bomb, but not to two, fortunately enough. Still, nobody's going to be capping the point just yet, but Old Ocean, they got lots of bodies on the point. They get the flip.
Great first flip. They've got a Tidal Blast quicker as well if they need it to. Slam comes through onto Alien. They'll force Kellen away from that. Now Alien TP's in aggressively, looking for more. Just harassment and TPing back. Tidal Blast out onto Becky. Knife has been run over, of course. Tidal Blast forces the cooldowns out, but nothing. Pulse Bomb on the floor only as well. They are getting the kills, nonetheless, here, Old Ocean, and will be good for the first fight. Chase Kellen all the way out. And there's one more player behind, two more players behind. They'll get both of those, and a great start for Old Ocean.
Old Ocean, they're on it. They've got the cap nice and early as well. No shades of the first point where, you know, it takes 3 minutes for somebody to finally cap out. This time around, Old Ocean, they've actually just got the control. They've got the wall. Kellen's got a minefield. But Kellen, I mean, historically when I see him using these mines, I feel like he likes to drop it in positions that are either on the objective pre-fight, pre-touch, or, you know, doesn't use it with a slam combo necessarily. And I need to see him be smart. For God's sake, Min J. Fucking Heiser's gonna counter slam that. Okay, rolls onto the point, just poos the mines out with no slam, no nothing. Nobody's tapping with that. Symbol is up, Becky's caught opener. Old Ocean, pole position to take this fight.
Tidal Blast was a complete whiff from Knife as well. Found nothing meaningful with that. Now they have to commit to point, but they've lost Kilo on the way in. ONSIDE Gaming will start flooding bodies onto this now, but Kellen is getting full beamed. 1 HP on the coast. Turning around to clear the rest of the point now is Alien, and that is Old Ocean taking the lead.
Oh my god. Come on, Minjay. Come on. We've talked about this. We've talked about this, man. Alright. Heiser, minefield available for the next turn. Just watch, he'll use it when the enemy has to touch, or he'll slam when he uses it. But Becky's got a pulse bomb. Jae-Hong closing on a Tidal Blast, but until he has that, he's got to be very, very careful. Irony, probably going to throw down that Kitsune Rush on the objective near the unlock. Knife gets taken very, very low, but it's Becky that's going to be picked this time around. Kellen rolling in behind, looking for his setup. He's actually disrupted Heiser. He's body blocking him a little bit as well, preventing any engagement from Old Ocean early on in the piece. And ONSIDE, they're just going to take the first cap unless Heiser... Is he going to go for it? He is. He rolls on, gets the overshield. Maybe he's just trying to donate to his team. First cap goes away on ONSIDE. Yeah,
he's getting hunted down by Knife and Kellen a little bit, who have cleared that one out. Irony's going to TP. They flip back towards the point. Keeping themselves in control. Post Bomb sick is good, but the thing was Suzy there in the end. Mines on point now from Heiser. Trying to force the Tracer out as well. Coming through. Kellen with the counter slam onto the mines, but the counter slam onto the counter slam forces Kellen a little bit low. Kitsune Rush keeps him all alive, but Jae-Hong can keep going with this Tidal Blast. Gonna throw it onto himself here. Takes down Kilo with a bit of help there as well. Full pocket comes through. The stun onto Kellen. He's gonna take a whole load of damage, and the pocket onto Alien is good throughout, and Old Ocean will be able to get the flip.
Old Ocean, they've secured the flip opener. AD strafing for dear life. Kellen trying to stall out as long as he can as well. Spin to win, Ninja. You got that, buddy. Alright, ONSIDE Gaming back in control. Minefield available for Kellen. Can we get eyes on this? I need to see how he's going to use it. Heiser sneaking behind ONSIDE Gaming right now. He's just drawing aggro. He's going to snatch up a couple of mini health packs. He's already got Kivis on the flank as well. Just holding so much of this side space, making things awkward for ONSIDE. They need to spread themselves thinner and thinner to deal with all of this high movement gameplay from Heiser and Kivis. They're constantly pressuring multiple sides. Heiser rolls through, gets a massive overshield. Kellen throws down the minefield once again on the point. And Jae-Hong is actually just going to swing into main. Drops the Guardian Wave. Symbol is up though for Old Ocean, and that means that their contest should be good. Another minefield wasted by Ninja.
TP onto the flank as well, and now Heiser's going to commit with that one. Kivis with the angle to help out as well. They are all low here, and Becky will just crush them. Confident fight from Old Ocean. They take care of that. Convert the symbol, push, and this touch is going to be... It's not going to be too hard because they have the ball and Tracer, but they're going to be committed to it. Actually, Kellen's going over onto the Winston again. Kilo onto Sojin. They have to touch this as well.
One touch is required. They get the touch. Opener's got the Tidal Blast, but Kellen has been taken incredibly low. This Winston swap. Oh no! Tidal Blast on the back. Disaster. Alien catches Knife up on the high ground. One more touch is required. They're not even going to get it. What a horrific swap from Kellen there. Like, just make sure that you take all the fucking damage in the world for the final fight.
Imagine being a hero where you have to wait for your movement cooldowns, you know? So you have to jump in. They're just going to Kitsune Rush. If only there was a hero that could sort of, you know, go, roll in, roll out, be a little bit more active. If only there was something like that available to pick, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, I mean, we're not living in a fantasy world right now. Let's try and keep our
like,
head out of the clouds
imagine a
and
hero
talk cold, hard realities.
that's shaped like a ball, right? And it can just roll around freely, and sometimes it can even roll really fast through some kind of like grapple mechanic or something, you know? If there was a hero like that, that's what Kellen should have swapped to in that last fight, but I'm skying the pie right now, so nothing Kellen could have done.
Pie in the pie.
I've Fred to fished it, oh yeah. Yeah, well, think about it. If there was sky in the pie, that would be pretty unlikely. Alright, and we are in full tennis. We're going to have the most powerful support bands used from both teams, and both teams are going to convert the advantage for that one.
Too tired to watch the remaining maps? Good night. No, Setu. This is the series. Where's homosexual cheering on Cold Ocean as well? Where are the Cold Ocean goes when we need them?
Is that the big fan chant?
Yeah.
Cold Ocean, go! Can we just flash back? It's just reminded me, after they got these 2 kills, Alien had like an existential crisis of a sim wall.
Oh, like, you could see him.
You can see.
Good night, Setu. Thanks for the 6-7 bits. You can see him. He pulls up the wall. He puts down the wall. He looks left. He looks right. Puts it down. Deep in thought. You can see the cogs turning.
It's a real hit scan moment, unfortunately, for Alien. You getting choppy audio every time we get like the winning comms?
Every time they do, yeah. Every time they do the highlights, it's choppy as. Should we tell Craig or just nah?
Let's tell Trev.
Turkish bits.
Oh, I've broken the clean feed. Sorry guys, I get a back feed.
It's insane how easy it is to detect when it's a hit scan on sim. I mean, they literally move different. Like hit scans and flex DPS players, they move different. Flex DPS, they dance, you know? Hit scans, they lumber, they waddle.
You've either got it or you've not.
Yeah. You have the same genes as Kevster, Japanese, selvage, or you got those hit scan player genes that make you stand still.
What was I doing? Did you say Liverpool scored? Who scored? Gravenberch? Oh, it's only 17 minutes in. Wirtz isn't even playing. My fantasy's in tatters. What if we had a small Boston man who can double jump and run fast and had a little shotgun? Yeah. I mean, Overwatch would be better with all the TF2 characters in it. In my personal opinion.
Scout from Boston?
I think so, yeah. He's got that kind of twang.
Yeah. TF2 had some nice... How do you call them, you know? Some real characters.
Character design. Like character design, considering there was... Again, it's like Overwatch, right? There's no story mode or anything actually telling you. It's all just through voice lines and the occasional little short. I think it actually had a load of personality and good character design. Oh, it's more of a Verts, is it? Okay. I can remember that. Probably.
Emong's live? Alright, see you later, Light.
Emong's live? See you, Max.
Is Panda awake? Love the heavy. Thanks, Anthony.
Who doesn't love the heavy?
I like the spy.
Honestly, they're all good.
W contribution, W Anthony.
Anyone else like the heavy?
I like marbles. W Anthony contribution from Anthony, the man that won the marbles.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this course has got to go. Hang on. Main menu. Anything
Not
with
even-
this.
Not even joking, I am watching the game and had looked at lineups and hadn't realised Verts wasn't playing. You know, Archie, sometimes you just need the eyes.
Attacking.
Uh-oh.
Time for a play.
Seeker or Squid? What's the third option, Toby? Probably Squid, if anyone, though. Squid over Seeker for sure. I think Seeker doesn't actually score that well,
No,
even when he
don't
goes
take
well.
Squid. Squid's dead.
Squid's dead?
Yeah, Emmys was in my chat yesterday saying Squid's dead, so Squid's
No.
dead. Yeah. Rhino and Squid, get them the fuck off your roster. That was the word from the.
We are
From the
hunting
streets.
endangered animals.
But like it could actually all be bait, you know. Like I'm a little worried that like they're lying to me, you know, like they're rigging
the
fantasy
sabotage,
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, because like they know that I'm, you know, ear to the ground, right? So like, what if they're spreading misinformation to win their match?
Now this is a level of paranoia I can get behind. You're right. You
Yeah.
might be getting gaslit right now.
Squid sends his girlfriend into my chat to say that Ryan's benched, and it's
Wait,
all just a ploy to fuck up my fantasy.
Do any Nightmare players have team? If I check people's rosters now, is it live, Toby, or can I not see their transfers?
Toby, can you go into the website's back end and check their rosters?
Can't see transfers? Fuck. So we won't know.
I mean, you can know, Xavier. You own the website. You can get to the bottom of this.
All right. Just
There's
Rhino
no better
just
form
have
of
Rhino
insider
with his
trading
team
than
for now.
literally looking inside the guts of the website. to
I
see
mean,
the
that's
secrets. Like,
that's the definition of insider trading. Toby says, "Yeah, I'll do that." You know what we realized the other day, right? When me and Toby discussed the price changes, you know, like before we lock everything in, right? And then what we realized after the week 1 price changes, I realized my plan was to get Vega and Gala. But then I realized the price changes fucked me because Vega went up, and I was like, fuck, now I can't do my plan. And then week 2, we did the price changes, and Toby had Yoham and was like, I confirmed the price changes. I then entered it into the website, and then at that point, after I clicked confirm, I realized, fuck, I have Yoham, and I've been fucked by his price going down. So all the potential to rig it, just none of the intelligence to actually rig it.
I love that. The dollar Rhino dump and pump. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually hard pump and dumped on Rhino. Like I've dumped him already now, but yeah.
It's not insider trading if you tell us all. I had too. If we make it public, does that fix it? I feel like Z is a good option. Yeah, I really want Z, but I don't think I have to like long term over short term. And then when Z
Z's great,
scores
right up
a
until you
billion
trade it,
points,
you have to trade her off the roster in the following week. You know,
is if you have the transfers to just like if I didn't have to get rid of Rhino, I would have just skyled to Z. No questions asked, you know. And that would have been nice and easy. But it's having to not just pump Rhino, but now dump Rhino. That's really put a spanner in my plans.
Ooh.
All right, blocks up.
Zarya Sim. Zarya Sim versus blocks up. Jae-Hong, get out of dodge. Hiding behind, misses the sleep.
Oh, miss grenade! Oh, fuck off. TP, get him out of there. He gets out. It's all fine. It's all fine. It's like it never happened. Everyone erase that from your memory. We won't let this harm Jae-Hong's legacy. He is now out and back at the back of the map. TP from attack onto the high ground to get a bit of an angle on this back line, but he is going to lose this neutral with Heiser as those punches come in. But I say that, but he's actually got more pocket and more angles from his team, so it's Heiser who takes the back step. Now attack has all the space and a lot of energy to work with. It's Old Ocean who have to create something out of this hotel. They're going to try and flip around Jae-Hong onto the high ground with Becky. Challenge on that one from Kilo. Pocket onto that, and Irony will take it. Jae-Hong is still on this angle, but they need a carry from something at the moment because Heiser has got one more form timing on point. Heiser's going to go deep with that, but he takes a lot, and attack is just bullying him back. They need something. They need a trade from the back, but Irony has also dealt with that threat. And as Irony cleans up purple, but threats behind. Attack can walk forward, and onside cap the point.
ONSIDE gonna take it in one step ultimately. Old Ocean, I mean, it was all just a matter of time after they had to taxi the old man out, you know, saving Private Ryan in the front lines type situation, and he's just absolutely fucking useless. He misses his sleep, he doesn't hit the nade. Gets nothing done, but Old Ocean now over to second point, needing to deal with a pretty healthy bank of ultis for onside attack. I mean, he's on his signature character, the Zarya, and not even needing a Genji to follow it up because Knife on the sim, he's the maestro. Team Liquid's Symmetra specialist brought to Korea. He learned a few tricks on the international stage and now he gets to bring it home. Now we've got Alien on hit scanner, swinging through main. He does want to find an angle, but he needs to be very careful because right now ONSIDE is pushing the card for free, and if anyone from Old Ocean steps up, they are going to get grabbed.
So hard to retake this. They really want to save for TP for that one as well. Shield up at the front. Kitsune Rush trade comes in. Looking for this grab opportunity now is attack. Forcing them back. Full energy. They'll just wait out this Kitsune Rush actually. A Kitsune Rush for Bowler is a great trade for ONSIDE Gaming. Now the symbol and a Tidal Blast onto Knife. The repush is powerful. Looking for this Ramatra. Nano Annihilation thrown onto Heiser as well. But the grab is going to keep him locked up. They're just going to kite away from it. Kivitz gets in the grab as well because why not? It looked fun. They've turned around onto this alien flank though. And now ONSIDE Gaming can push back forward. Loads of the ults exchange. Becky does have a symbol soon if Old Ocean can live long enough, but it's looking like they can't. They're behind them right now, though, and this is... they get their Ramatra out as well, but I don't know what they do next. It's a three-person up here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty difficult one. Symbol comes out for Becky, thrown up in main. Opener, I mean, he's sitting on card for the moment, starts to wall right back to safety because he wants a good angle to drop the beat. He pops it now, and they're just going to push right over. The Symbol expires. Alien being completely zoned out of the fight by attack. TP deep for Becky, but it's already gone, and that's just going to be ONSIDE taking second point easily. 5 minutes in the bank for... I thought Knife was jumping off the map there for a moment. 5 minutes in the bank for third.
Really nice fight from ONSIDE Gaming. They force that Symbol out with their player advantage, take a little bit of a backstep, then and they take that neutral trade, force out a couple of Heiser's cooldowns, then as soon as that form is about to fade, here comes the beat push. They scare the backline away and make Heiser very, very isolated and easy pickings, and ONSIDE have plenty of time to work with them on this third point. Nearly another Tidal Blast to go with, a bowler for Kilo as well. They've already got the car up to this final corner too, and it is looking all good for ONSIDE. They do have to use that defensive wave, but they force Kivitz out, and that's a bit of a chance. Kivitz actually dies for this one as well, so ONSIDE can just keep going.
ONSIDE is just going to keep the push
double
going.
beam.
Fully top Knife with attack fully charged as well. It's just not happening here. You see the trade actually comes out. Kilo goes down. Bowler connects in the back as well. Attack needs healing, but he's going to get the Tidal Blast and suddenly he's going to be full again. Gets that overheal. He's actually going to die for this, isn't he? He's gone so deep. He's taken so much risk. The bucket is somehow keeping him alive. He's getting bucketed through it all, but Kitties finds the kill in the end. Now Irony taking down... Oh, no way. They're still going to win this. Symbol is out on the point for Knife. He wants the clutch. He's going to fully charge up his beam. He's caught up in the slow. Give it a backstep here for ONSIDE. They're going to give it away. But Grav beat Bowler for next. Savvy wouldn't be too worried. Kivvy's had to rush for that.
Yeah, they did have to ult out as spawn now, Old Ocean. They've got an Annihilation. Heiser can buy a little bit of time, but again, that Grav matches up really well in terms of his ultimates. What they maybe really need is Becky to take this Tidal Blast and find them some trades so they can stagger out onto point. Already there's a bit of damage onto attack. He's been forced all the way out, but this probably means he has a good amount of energy now. Now they're being forced out. Beat push comes in from Opener all over Heiser. Defensive Annihilation. Jaeon goes down with a Tidal Blast, though, and attack still has this Grav. Heiser is surrounded. Pulse Bomb is desperate. Doesn't connect, though. Now the Grav comes out, takes care of Kivitz on the high ground. They turn around onto Heiser. One more form timing, but he's just getting fried by these beams. Only Becky left. He's going to fall. And that's nearly a 3-minute time back for ONSIDE.
Yeah, it's a big bank for ONSIDE Gaming, looking all too easy for them now. Ah, heavens. Cold Ocean. What to do? Attack gets subbed in and he just has his way with you. Protect ban on the tank as well. And, I mean, there'll be another opportunity to ban tank, I suppose. But if it's just tennis theory, we go this map win, next map lose, attack. You know, they can just protect ban for him again. How do they deal with this? It's just that they're really struggling.
Yeah, I don't know. We've seen Heiser play Zarya before, but again, that feels like a bad option, right? In terms of just taking the mirror.
Ball ban hasn't been used, has it?
I'll double check, but I don't believe so. No, they both played ball on the first one.
Yeah, because like if attack wants to play, you know, for the remainder of the maps and they protect ban for him, they can use ball ban to protect ban for him. So that's tough. That's very tough.
No ball ban at all. Yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Jaehong is on
How do you swap
Lucio.
between accounts for? What did you say about a Snickers ad? I got a pre-roll NFL Snickers ad and just noticed the guy in the ad looks exactly like you. Can you find that ad?
Find this man.
Thank you, Doctor.
Presuming it was a man you're referring to, it looks exactly like Hunter.
It actually seems quite a bold presumption.
Yes, it's real 50-50, but I like to gamble.
Don't we all? Becky, TPing, just back from the looks of things. Is he swapping or just hanging about for a minute? Yeah, no, it is a back situation. He's over to the Tracer now. Tracer Freya Hazard for Old Ocean. I think there's a little bit more power for Heiser on the Hazard. I think Hazard matches up decently into the Diva. And on this first point offense, Hazard is money. Hazard is good. Wall comes out. Knife is dead. Oh, Knife is not dead.
He's TP'd out of it. He's TP'd in there. It's going to be a hard one. Actually, Heiser's taking a load of damage. Is Knife just going to be okay? He TP's back out. And an unbelievable escape. It's Heiser who dies in that situation. Could they not have just turned around and killed him there? Kilo's going to get 2 kills as well. So it looks like they can stabilize. Alien's been forced all the way back. Attack is on the hunt. But Jaehong and Becky, 2 trades. They thought they were just pushing forward for cleanup, but it's all fallen apart for ONSIDE.
Yeah, very, very unexpected here. I thought after Knife had played life that it would have just been a totally easy slam dunk hold for ONSIDE there. But instead, bit by bit, they've lost their space and they've lost their players. One last chance at a recontest here, but I mean, Irony just now respawned, so I don't think they're going to go for it. And we are going to see Old Ocean rolling through to second point with their own 5-minute time bank. Kivi's already playing forward, nice and aggressive, looking to poke people up, but Attack is hot on his heels, instantly forcing him out of that side angle. Pulse goes wide for Becky. Heiser actually slashes in to try and connect, but he's just going to get crushed down and absolutely disappear. He is so unbelievably dead.
Kivi's going to be forced back now as well, and Heiser is having a lot of trouble here. It's very much a one-way trip on a lot of these slash engages. Attack doing a lot of work to clear the side as well. When Heiser did that, they just respond so strongly. Heiser is back in the fight now, and they can have another go, but it's Irony who has the Kitsune Rush, significantly faster than Kivi's. Jaehong does only have the Tidal Blast, which probably going to go Becky's way as well, but for now, they're just trying to get through the choke. Kilo, though, happy to pump damage in here, and he's winning a lot of these duels. Heiser's been forced to D-peak, Jaehong's been forced to D-peak, and they just have to get out.
Yeah, they're just going to have to get right out of that one for the moment. You can see Irony, Attack, Kilo. Oh, man. Lots of ultimates online for ONSIDE Gaming. Old Ocean, they need their swing, but Heiser lacking that downpour. It's going to make it a little more difficult. Maybe Jaehong can go for a Tidal Blast turn. TP's already been used by Knife, so maybe a timing here. Bowler shot comes out over to the right-hand side, but it's eaten by Attack. He's hungry for it. Kitsune rush out his main and the Tidal Blast onto Heiser. No stun connects, though. No, stun definitely connects. Kilo and Opener are both going to go down. That's 2 for 2 because Alien died on his own bolt. Kitsune rush in main keeps everybody healthy for Old Ocean, but Kivi's, he has to pocket the remaining 2 members. Becky, he's been hit by a big AoE projectile. He might be going down here. Attack wins the duel by doing a little double melee with the Diva Bomb. And what is it, a 2v2 right now?
Yeah, looks it. They're still trying to nudge the cart forward here. Heiser's going to get the wall onto Attack, who is just keen to get out with his life and his mech for this one. And he will be able to, but it's Old Ocean who gets to move the payload up to this final corner. Going to be Sinwall for Knife, Downpour for Heiser, B also for Opener as well. So Old Ocean going to struggle in this fight unless they can find particularly high downpour value. Knife is already fighting on the side here, forcing them back, just keeping them at bay. And really for Old Ocean, they're not in any rush here. They can try and bait and bleed something else out. ONSIDE can just play to hold in this corner, match ults as they need. But Becky is in deep behind at the moment.
Downpour out, beat in exchange. Opener's beat only catches OP and Irony though, so not a great one, and Cart is moving for Old Ocean. Unfortunately, Alien looks to be caught out on the side. Hit scans trade places in the spawn room right now. Alien and Kilo both going down. Attack, he's ping-ponging back and forth. He wants to hold Cart, but OP's completely caught out. Gets slam dunked into the remainder of his team. Heiser now, oh no. He's going to just find Irony as well, and with ONSIDE having no support, it's unclutchable for Attack. What is it called? Is it a layup or an alley-oop? What does it mean? It's not a slam dunk. You know, one person kind of bops it to the other when they fucking put it in the net.
I think, yeah, alley-oop and layup, I think they're both usable. But I also am not a basketball guy.
Any basketball heads in the chat? What's the phrase for what I'm thinking of?
I think both work.
Alley-oop? Everyone says alley-oop. Alley-oop,
okay.
Yeah. I think a layup is like you're not slam dunking it, you're like Yeah, you do that yourself. Yeah,
Okay.
anyway. Kibis has the Kitsune Rush. Becky drops a Pulse. Bowler goes wide for Kilo as well. But Kart just keeps on rolling for Old Ocean. ONSIDE Gaming, Shades of Zeta Division. A complete absence of car control. Blast comes out onto Becky. There's no security to actually Suzu this, but Becky still can't find a target. Alien will go down, but OP, Knife, and soon Kilo as well will be taken down. Only Attack remaining. Attack is hiding behind, but they know his position. They're hunting for him now. You can see Heiser's gotten in the mix as well. He has to play his life. He's actually bought heaps of time peeling back so many members of Old Ocean. Really, the damage is done from Attack surviving that.
Yeah, they can completely reset. They still have ults to throw into this one, Old Ocean, but the Downpour and the Bowler, harder ones to hit. Attack is very much on the back foot, though. Heiser's taking a lot of space. Downpour to chase now as well, looking for the lockup here. Doesn't find anything, gets the kill nonetheless onto Kilo. Opener's going to challenge him. Heiser needs all sorts of help, but Attack finds kills in the back with the bomb.
Oh my, here we are. Bowler
They want to win.
OP
Bowler's good.
taken. They're going for it. The Pulse in the corner still doesn't catch poor little Irony. Irony's going to TP out now. On the cart, you can see Knife trying to hold it down. Gets Blink melee, will be finished off. Irony still doesn't have the TP. Becky, he has the TP. Alright, Irony TPs to his demise. Kilo gets bolted, and Becky is just the cleanup crew right now. Heiser's back in the mix, so is Rujay Hong. It's 5v1 on the cart. Goodbye, OP. Goodbye, ONSIDE Gaming's defense. Could be going the distance here.
Oh yeah, great push from Old Ocean, good response, and it really looked, when Alien invested in that Bowler, I thought, I mean, he's hit it class, but they're really gonna they're gonna struggle here against the respawn advantage, but Alien and Becky just get everything done there between them, so great clutch from them to close that one out, and they've made it a much more even series now, only 1 minute and 6 seconds in between these time banks.
GG's Attacker's advantage. Yeah, it's tough. It's very tough. Becky right now, just cleaning up scums. I think the AA is going to make all the difference. I think Cold Ocean can clutch this. I was thinking about taking a melatonin to help myself nap, but I think there's just not enough time. Like, there's 5 hours between now and Europe. Like,
and this series is
going
looks like
long,
it's got another 3
like,
maps in it, yeah.
Yeah, so I think if I take it, it's like melatonin for 3 hours, and then I'm going to be fighting against whatever the fuck is going on in my brain after the fact, you know? So it's like, I'll have to wake up and just be groggy and silly, so I think it's a miss.
You just gonna tank it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try a nap. It really isn't that strong. Surely you need a nap before the raid. I'm taking a nap. I just thought without taking melatonin, you know, because I don't want to grogify myself for the start of EMEA.
All you need is a different pill to take afterwards to de-grogger yourself.
That's what a coffee is, mate.
All right. Into overtime now, Old Ocean going to be attacking first with a shorter time bank. It is Hazard again for Heiser. Little TP out from Alien, but he is going back to swap onto that Freya. They get a lot of damage onto Attack now. He is pinned in the corner. Suzu has been forced as well, but Heiser's getting back shot, so has to give up that chase onto Attack. Attack, though, is threatening Alien. Will just kill him. Will kill everyone in main, actually. That's the DPS falling. They still have position behind and on this high ground, but ONSIDE, they're looking to clean up all these stranded players.
Right now, Knife just trying to camp out the remainder of Old Ocean, but they're really safe up top. Heiser's actually going to go for the escape. He slashes back out in the main. He needs pocket. He gets the Suzu. Knife, recall force. Now Knife has no recall. Knife is trying to hunt for Becky, but better recall for Becky now. So Knife is being bullied out quite heavily. ONSIDE Gaming's backline is actually stuck in the back of main, but where the fuck is Rujay Hong going? Oh my god.
He's going to get hunted down by Knife and Kilo. He was behind. No one else was. It's created a little bit of space for Heiser to step onto point, but with a player down, they're already Suzuing back in main, and Heiser's going to get completely isolated on point. And this is it's really poor from Old Ocean so far. They're running out of time.
They're out of time. You can see the push continues, and ONSIDE Gaming. Oh man, what to do? Alien's up on main top right now, just poking away, just doing as much damage as he possibly can. Attack holding the statue side as well, but last turn now, 23 seconds on the clock. Still no ultis. Rujay Hong moving over to the Wu Yang. He's nearly been spawn camped as well. He's taken very low. I think he got healed by walking back into spawn, man. Like, where is he? Kitsune rush from the back of main from Kibbies as everyone from Old Ocean steps up. Maybe they can hope for a tick.
Yeah, I can hope for it now. Kitsune rush onto the point, forcing it, has been mirrored out. Tracer battle going on. Kilo has preserved his position on this high ground, though. Just has to be careful about Heiser finding that timing. Bola comes out, connects actually as well. Alien will get taken down. Gets the better of that one. Now Kilo is pumping damage into Heiser. He's taken so much. He's got the downpour. It's desperation. He's thrown it out. Beat out from opener should seal the deal. Heiser does kill Irony before that. Pulse bomb thrown out by Becky, but finds nothing. All over the backline is Knife, and they should be good. Knife and attack to clean up these final kills. Kivis should be the last one, and that will be a full hold. Not even a tick gained there.
Yeah, no ticks gained, and ONSIDE gaming. I mean, now they just have to push it through to the keeper, right? Or past the keeper. Only 3 minutes remaining. I think 3 minutes for a tick is just outrageously easy. They can play anything to counter out what Old Ocean want to do. They can rock with the Zarya again. They can pick D.Va. I mean, attack's got a serviceable hazard on him if he wants to square up for some reason in that. But, I mean, ONSIDE Gaming's attack really spoke for itself. Like, just playing the Zarya was so difficult for Old Ocean. It felt like they really didn't have any answers to those turns. And Knife on the Symmetra, I mean, as much as I poke fun about it, I mean, he was constantly opening up the map. He was making Old Ocean do so much. They were constantly trying to catch the sim, getting their ankles snapped again and again. And with a 3-minute bank, I mean, you just play for an ult turn, and then you can't lose that ult turn. Old Ocean need to constantly cycle. ONSIDE do not, and you know you just win by the advantage. And there's only a tick on the cards. Hello, Pugs. Oh, Zaza Zebra. Thanks for the 3 months. Oh, thanks for the 1 month for 3 months. Appreciate that. Welcome.
Change of plan here from Old Ocean. Heiser has gone back to spawn and will just be playing Zarya now. So, attack, I don't think will be too scared of the mirror at all here. They will just play this one as well. But a different approach for Old Ocean against a hero they particularly struggled with. They're going to try and get eyes on this one. Knife is going to go back down as well. But expecting this just to be a little bit more of the same. Going to be Kilo swinging onto that. You'll see Heiser has started on this high ground position, but eventually he might be forced to point, and once he drops, it's hard to get back up. I guess they are perked up, so there's a little bit more jumping available if he's gone that option. For now, though, bubble trade in main. Heiser is already on the back foot. Attack is looking for it. One more bubble to chase as well, and Heiser has been forced inside. Becky's just dead to opener as well, so already huge amounts of pressure on this Old Ocean line to try and hold. One more bubble. Suzu on point as well. They've got attack low, but he needs to confirm the kill. It's Heiser who dies first. Playing around the phone box. Dodges all of that damage. It's over.
It's chalk cheese. It's so fucking done. Alright, 2-1 lead for ONSIDE Gaming now. Let's get Kellen back in. Let's make it winnable once more. Oh, is it marbles? Oh, Kellen's lumbering back in. Kellen looks like he's got a bit of a limp, actually. I might... He'll buff out, mate.
We all buff out.
Seems way too happy.
Which one on side?
Heiser is no Hawk. Heiser is Hawk. Light 97 is the marbles winner, right? I think it's marbling time. Prison injury? Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to mute for a sec while I find a clip. I'll be right back.
See you on the other side.
I just need to find a clip for the tweet. Give me a second, guys. Downloads. I'm looking for a Psycho interview. Wait, no, maybe I did it already. Hold on. No. Wait. It's going to be easier to find then. Let me just hit Google Drive. No, it turns out I did it already and everything was fine. I'm back.
Nicely done. Why is there no Unta theory? There is an Unta theory. Have an old. I can't remember what it is. Oh, I can't remember what the command is in my chat.
Yeah, I was the interviewer. I talked to Psycho.
Yeah. There you go.
Is it fair now ONSIDE have this many Korean imports? Yeah, good question.
Okay, homosexual. Here's my fantasy roster for the week. I have decided to swallow the Crocs pill whole. I had a word with Crocs last night, and he told me that he was going to do it for me. He told me that he was going to get me all of the points. And even though he's on a team that is basically going to win like 1 to 2 games for the entire stage, I believed him. I believed that incredible self-confidence. Insider trading. Yes. You heard it here first.
In many ways,
he said he'd do
Max,
it for me.
Is your insider trading with Crocs just not speed invest with more steps?
Yes. Sounds kind of yearning. Yes. I will show you finance. So I took Crocs, and I've decided not only am I taking Crocs, I'm keeping Crocs for the entire stage. The entire stage. So Crocs at a 16 cost. The only way that I get rid of this guy is if his value goes up so much that I can buy someone else. Because Crocs is freeing up so much budget for me that now I can have Zomba for a double this week. And then next week, I can remove Zomba from my roster. I can remove Landon from my roster. So I remove Zomba for Psycho or Yubi, depending on who plays this weekend. I remove Landon for Simple or Funny Astro, pending, you know, recency bias. And then what I'm left with is Violet and 2 players for the double from... So this is a double already for Zomba. And then I have 2 players for the double from Twisted Minds. Crocs is just there. Crocs is going to get pounded in the arse this week. Crocs has a really hard double this week where one of the matches is versus like Alcat or something. And then in the following week... Oh no, I think it's Twisted in this week. And then in the following week, he has to play against Alcad. So Crocs is going to get pounded constantly. But Crocs is enabling me to get lots of doubles, and Crocs just never goes negative. Crocs is just so fucking good for it. And if he picks Roadhog and just keeps huffing on that take a breather, he's gonna keep me at least in neutral. And if he can keep me in neutral, then I can afford to have a double here, a double, like a 2 Twisted Minds players in the following week, and then for the very final week, I can trade into 2 Team Liquid and 2 Virtus Pro players. So it's like, the whole thing relies on the Crocs gambit. I just need this Frenchman to not fuck me. That's all.
And same as every day then.
Happy with that, homosexual? Was that an adequate explanation? And Raspberry Racer fan, who said insider trading what the fuck, won the marbles race.
Does Unto know it's just a game, it's not that deep? Incorrect, Archie. It's 100% that deep.
Okay, Archie, grow up. 1 year watching the stream, and you think that this is just a game to us? Like, unbelievable. I'm not keeping Crocs in playoffs, I'm bound. I'm not a fucking psycho.
What if he sends you another message saying, I've got a good feeling about playoffs?
Is Archie a client? I feel like this is a client or a hater message, one of the two. No, he dropped Speedlove and Gaga, so he's got good 70... Wait, that's me. Oh, fuck. No, definite client. Put the speed apple away. Can somebody make the speed apple rotate? Rotating food, red apple.
No, I feel like if you do that, all the people who can't rotate an apple in their mind will see this emo and think they can now do it in their mind, and it will give them like a
can we get
a misconception of their own intelligence.
Face on it? Oh, you want to play? Fair enough.
Kellen is in.
Yes! Going to 5. That's a level 6 apple. Yeah, that apple is detailed. When I rotate the apple, I can see the sweat on it.
I can rotate... Treacle says, I can rotate an apple in my mind, but it's really framey. You feel like your brain is working at maximum capacity, even overloaded a bit, rotating the apple?
Crocs's double is VP and TM. No, his double is Gen G and TM.
Yeah, I think the idea of a Genji crumble in that situation, like a 5 mapper or something, is really... it's on.
Genji is so ready to shit the sheets. Like, who did they beat? Was it... Who did they beat 3-0?
Nobody. They
Nobody,
beat Quick
maybe?
3-1.
Yeah, and good guys are better than Quick, right?
Yeah.
Or is that wrong? They are?
No, I think good guys should be, like, notably better than Quick.
Was Quick the roster that had, like, Zidra and they dropped Zidra?
Fuck. I always get confused with... This was the roster that... I think there was a lot of changes last minute just because of getting the spot last minute. I can't remember who was on it
Evil,
before.
Snowdrop, Zero, Skytor, yeah. The Quick is the roster that had Zydra. This is the last place team, this Quick roster, right? Like, just...
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, good guys just have, like, that aura factor, you know? Like, they've got... Like, which team is White Kevster on?
Peps.
Oh, shit. Peps versus good guys, like... That's not a slam dunk, but that's a Crocs earner, you know? Like, he will be slashing FD out of the sky. Oh, look, Dommy Bunny's back. Swear this chatter went to bed 5 hours ago, but here they are 5 hours later playing marbles. It's bizarre. Can you do this? I can't bounce, but the entire chat can bounce. Basically on command, Trans Fluttershy.
Not even on command, really. Just have a slightest hint of the word.
Yeah, I mean, there they go. There they go. We should sync up. Let's play live.
15, 14,
7,
13,
okay, keep going.
12, 11, 10,
Wait, what was that number
9,
after 13?
8, 7, 12,
Yeah, we're
6,
in sync.
5.
What's 12?
had to like lock in for a second there to answer that question while still counting down. I can rotate the apple.
I can't count from 13 to 12 because I always go 13, 11, unfortunately. All right, Wheel Ban is out. ONSIDE Gaming, they're basically getting to play the best of the best for them right now. The Lucio, Kiri, Winston, but with a twist. Kilo's on Sombra. Incredibly losable for ONSIDE considering that.
Yeah, looking for it now. Just slow and steady. Alien just setting up these turrets. First eye from Kellen to try and win the side fight. Just clear a little bit of space, but nothing doing, and both teams will just resort. Happy to spam slowly. Old Ocean hanging on to that TP for now. Just looking for a bit of an opening or anything to present itself. It looks like ONSIDE want to make the first move, though. They will come through, trying to get their Lucio a little bit more involved. Kellen jumps forward. Just a bit of a bubble trade now. Change of position, not too much. They've slowly but surely sort of got themselves back on this high ground, Old Ocean, and they'll be happy to play the slow fight. Just let their backline try and carry.
Yeah, I mean, now Kilo already forced out, being poked as well, so still losing his turn, but Hyze is continually half HP, can't quite get that reset despite all of the healing that his team has. Kellen jumps deep now, throws down the bubble, tries to block off healing. He needs a lot of support, he's actually being counter-dived quite heavily, but he will live to tell the tale. So ONSIDE Gaming, they get that early push, they block backline. Now it's time for an ult turn though. Kivi's, Irony both have support ultimates. Jaehong as well, closing on the title blast. TP on for Irony, Kitsune rushes out. You can see massive AoE cleave onto Jaehong and Kivi's. Alien's low, Jaehong is down. And Kivi's, he might opt to not even invest this one. Speed invest.
That's a tough one there. Kivi's was just got the Kitsune Rush, but was so low, didn't want to risk losing it. They've actually found a couple of trades. Kivi's is going to get one more on the exit as well. The chase is there. They should be okay in the end, but it's messier than ONSIDE would have liked given the starts in that fight. Especially bear in mind, it cost him that Kitsune Rush as well. So now Old Ocean come back with the ult advantage. A little bit of a hack and a virus onto the back of Hyzer to clear him back. Can trade for bubble and be okay for now. Just wants to farm up the rest of that primal. Once the rest of Old Ocean are here though, they can feel pretty confident taking the support ult trade.
Yeah, now Kivi's flanking up top. Kellen's actually jumped backline and immediately started to contest with Jaehong. Beats out for Opener, but Irony's dead. That's a beat that only catches Kellen with Primal and Opener himself. Pulse out onto Kellen. Kitsune Rush invested by Kivi's, but Kellen is just dead in the water. And ONSIDE Gaming, there's so much shit in the sheets right now, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, desperate need for some new sheets there. Kellen gets pulse bombed after that one. Kivis has killed Kilo behind as well. So just bad for worse. This will be a lot of free cart push. ONSIDE Gaming really needing that EMP for their retake as well, or even to potentially counter out this symbol. Now Old Ocean can threaten the checkpoint, get this robot round the corner, try and force ONSIDE to fight them earlier. All on Kilo though if he can find his way through. Does he choose to counter the symbol or does he just go for backline?
Kilo, he's setting up. You can see him deep in thought. He goes for the EMP, but it's a solo EMP.
He's got him.
In the Pops Primal. They get the kill, actually. Quite surprising. Checkpoint's being threatened, though, by Old Ocean. So, Simwall up on the... They get the check! ONSIDE Gaming, they can't contest. They invest the EMP, but still, they lose the fight because they've given up the check. Even if they clean up the kills now, it's not going to matter one bit. They've given up the most valuable resource of the night.
Yeah, they're all going to get out as well. So ONSIDE don't even get too many of the late kills here that they'd be hoping for. Heiser's now back in the fight, so relatively even situation. Only pulse bombs to speak of. Irony much closer to that Kitsune Rush if it takes longer though. So ONSIDE can just wait for that ultimate, but they've had their recall forced out of Knife here. Becky will trade that one out as well, but Kaiser comes to interrupt. Kilo's going to die for it. Knife is 1 HP as well. They've tried to go forward here ONSIDE Gaming. They're losing their DPS behind. Knife's going to die as well, and ONSIDE, they've made a mess of this. Pulse bomb is going to be delivered to Opener as well, and it's falling apart for ONSIDE.
Yeah, it's really falling to bits for them now. Opener Kellen going down. Old Ocean stealing the cart right back into the enemy territory. They're going to get the cart well around the corner at this stage. And, I mean, it's really no surprise to see the Sombra Tracer line up with Kilo and Sombra losing. But what can Kilo play? Get the man on Reaper, get the man on Hits game, just play Sojourn and hope for the best at this stage. Knife's going to pre-fight Alien though. Alien was swinging in the main choke, trying to put down a TP, and he just gets caught out really early. So that's a great opener for ONSIDE Gaming.
They managed to clear this space without using any of their ultimates either, so they can take a lot of this. Recall's been forced out of Becky. It's going to be a tough one for him, but he can get pocketed out of there. Double support ult available for Old Ocean as they look to hold this high ground. Kitsune Rushes will be mirrored on point. Tidal Blast available for J-Honk here. They're slowing it down, actually waiting for their Tidal Blast timing. Now, looking for it. There's going to be a bubble trade coming through. Guardian Wave goes out. Beat in response from Opener. Catches everyone. Saves them from that Tidal Blast for now. Becky can't find anything. They try and back jump, but Kellen has the angle. He's got J-Hong in a corner here. Not quite enough damage to follow it up. Kellen dies for it as well. Now a chance to push back around their bubble timing. They need to keep Alien and Heiser alive, but they're both so low. Guardian Wave just in time, and now they can take it slow. Old Ocean, play around Heiser, and clean these kills up. Make sure no one gets traded.
Oh my, I mean, these late kills, it hurts ONSIDE. It really does. Kellen's got a primal for next. Kilo's got an EMP. Hopefully he pops it on Heiser before he pops the primal rage this time around. Really though, Old Ocean, they have all the tools required to just keep it pushing, because Becky, he can hit a pulse bomb. Heiser, he's playing forward right now, but if an EMP drops, he might be able to kite back with the TP if he can't even get the back jump, depending on where the EMP lands. Kilo's going to come out of stealth and try to poke out the TP early on. You can see Old Ocean are really playing patiently right now, just trying to charge up some ultimates, try and bait the enemy team in. Heiser's taking a lot of damage in the front, but Kilo is just jerking it in stealth behind. What's this? EMP up top?
Comes in. Yeah, lands it as well. 1-for-1 trade only as Heiser's primal helps confirm a kill as well, but Knife is now all over this backline with Kellen. Kellen has the primal if he needs as well. Pulse bomb's a miss from Knife, but Kellen drops the primal, cleans up both backliners. Will be good to secure the fight. Ends up being maybe a bit more costly than they would want, you know, but both DPS ults and the primal thrown in there, as he will hunt down Heiser. A lot of work still to do ONSIDE, but they've got that one.
Yeah, I mean, look, Old Ocean, expensive fight to lose at the end of the day. Primal's out. Actually, not so expensive. It's only Heiser and, you know, Becky's pulse is already back on road basically. So Kellen, I mean, it's a shame that he's not going to have a primal rage for the next turn. Kitsune Rush comes out. You can see Heiser just going to backstep this one. Where is this Kitsune Rush though? Half of it's on the low ground.
He just left.
A bizarre position one from Kibbies. I think, did he try to pop that up top and miss it or something? Did he drop it on the corner and it fell down? I'm not too sure. Irony now, he's just playing far from behind. The symbol comes out from Alien. Suzu's out in Irony. It's actually an easy map flip for ONSIDE Gaming. Not only have they flipped them out, kept on pushing the objective, they've actually taken down Becky as well.
Now they're going to look to clear it onto point. More backline pressure. Knife and Kellen combining again to get that kill onto J-Hong. It's a back jump from Heiser, but mostly into a wall. No escape for this. And Old Ocean needs to be careful it doesn't slip away here, because ONSIDE are winning these fights without using a lot of ultimates. So now they have Kitsune Rush, and they nearly have another beat, another primal. They could really catch up in this next couple of fights ONSIDE.
Kilo right now, he's playing the side, and he goes for a little virus, but, you know, it doesn't matter, because the checkpoint's just going to be capped out. Kills all came nice and early, and it's enough to get them the check. Now, ONSIDE Gaming, they're going to get Meter's post check as well, and now we're in a situation where it's one bite to win. Tidal Blast comes out onto Becky, he goes backline, Irony Suzu's it, but still no ultimates for Old Ocean to layer in. After the fact, Becky picked again, and ONSIDE Gaming, they might just be stealing the lead with this one.
Primal and EMP to throw into it. Beat soon as well. Old Ocean have to be careful because these ults could really just snowball it away. That's the lead going over to ONSIDE now. EMP ready to go. Looking at the backline. Eyes on the Kiriko. Virus will connect. Knife is there just in the nick of time. Killer will die for it. So only a 1-for-1 trade so far, but Heiser is low and Kellen is chasing with the Primal. Looking for kills in this backline. Confirms one onto Jaehong. Turns around. Denies for health pack potentially as well. Yeah, takes that one for himself. Tries to get the Tracer on the blink out as well. Doesn't quite finish it. Over the wall. Manages to avoid him for now, Becky. But ONSIDE Gaming still going forward. Heiser might have to pop this Primal immediately. Tries to back jump and survive it as well. More pressure if they have it, but now a beat push comes in. They're going to keep the tempo going forward. All over Jaehong right now. He tries to slide away, but the spawn is blocked. They get the kill. Kellen will finish that one. Primal from Heiser, but they need trades now. Old Ocean, they're going back in. Pulse Bomb is a miss, but Heiser's down to half HP. He's going to jump in. Bubble, keep trying to help Kitsune Rush from Kivas to keep going, but he's low. But Bubble is perfect, though. Able to play around that one. Kivas can turn the fight, and Old Ocean are hanging in there for now.
Old Ocean, they will cling on for dear life. They have, of course, conceded the lead and 30 meters to go with it, but it's so winnable for them. It's so incredibly winnable. Alien over to the Reaper makes things much more difficult for Kellen. Kilo also not going to find that same level of value playing into the Reaper. If he finds himself poked out at all, his EMP turns could be disastrous. Just one more person that can juke the turn and one less target for Kellen. Much more risk. Now, though, Old Ocean, they need to win this fight. They take high ground. Suzu's out for Irony. Suzu out as well for Kiddies. But the Kitsune Rush lay it in. And if they can't find a kill soon, Heiser's going to go down. Cart's going to be stolen around the corner. It's looking grim for Old Ocean.
Knife denies for her health back as well and can actually chase Becky all the way out. Just in front of Kellen. Nice, easy one for him as well. And as we enter the final 30 seconds, late kills here could be brutal. ONSIDE Gaming pushing forward, getting close to another beat turn as well. And all of a sudden, ONSIDE Gaming have a lot of the tools just to seal this map, seal this series.
Yeah, I mean, ONSIDE
Oh,
Gaming.
boop.
Oh, no, the boop opener. Game-winning boop there onto Heiser. Prevents the Tidal Blast from finding any value whatsoever. Pulse out onto Alien. Suzu from Kivvies is good. Keeps him among it. Killer's about to have the EMP. Open with the beat as well. Alien TP's on. Unfortunately, completely lost in the sauce. EMP comes out. Catches Heiser. Backline for Old Ocean. Desperately trying to flip, but 2 kills come through for Kilo. And that's just going to be an easy 3-1 in the end. I thought Old Ocean, I thought they had more in them.
Yeah, well, once they took the lead there as well, it felt like they were just in that good situation where they could just manage the game from there. You know, their comp does very well when it has that high ground position for their backline. But no, really just taken out. I think too many times it felt like Kellen and Knife were able to get the value. It was maybe a bit of a similar story earlier. I know it was even more of a mismatch, but you know, when Crazy Raccoon had Jumpin' and Spin, just if that Tracer Winston duo is just working, is just finding kills on every engage, is pulling it apart, then suddenly your backline looks, it's really hard to win any fight if your backline dies in it.
Series is over, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I thought they don't do handshakes here, right? I just saw all the Old Ocean lads sitting down at the desk.
They do
the... Like, wait,
they do the bow instead, like front of the winning team goes for front of the stage and does the bow.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's time for me to exclamation mark nap. If you were watching on YouTube, thank you very much. I will be back in 4 hours. 4.5 hours. EMEA starts in 4.5 hours, I want to say. So I'll be back by then. Probably a little bit before it. Thanks for watching. If you did, I will see you then. And for the Twitch chatters, I think I need to wait for Crandop to hit the go live button so that I can read it.
A classic Cran hostage situation.
Cran holding me hostage. A quick bounce for Bunnykins.
What do I need to do? Everything is updated? Oh, thank you, Lemon. Should we look at the... I guess the table is important in terms of where everyone is going to be finishing. I think, to be fair, despite their win today, yeah, so Zeta Division are on 5 and 3, Falcons 5 and 2, Crazy Raccoon 6 and 1, T1 7 and 1. Mer Gaming and Cheeseburger are going to be in that life or death game tomorrow. And who else can move up or move down? Let me turn down ECU.
Got my nap lighting on.
Gliding. T1 Falcons, Old Ocean, and Crazy Raccoon. So Old Ocean can go above way with a win. No, they actually can't, no. Are all of the games tomorrow not that important? The Cheeseburger Mer Gaming one is super important because it's winner stays alive, loser dies. T1 Falcons and Old Ocean Crazy Raccoon. Not really. Falcons can't really overtake Crazy. Can't overtake Crazy Raccoon. They can't fall below Zeta Division either. No, I'm not going to get a 4-hour nap, but I need to go to the shops. I need to sort out this juice clip. So I think I'll rerun the action for anyone who missed it. Got a couple of, especially in those last two games, like pretty decent games in there. And then we'll be back for EMEA, where I'll lock in my fantasy changes, as well as maybe take a little bit of a look at the match page if we have time as well. So I think what I'll do is I'll end YouTube here, and we'll start another YouTube stream nearer EMEA time. So stay tuned for that one. If you're looking for anything to do, if you have watched the games already, more stuff coming out on OWTV today in terms of highlights, interviews with all the players for all the teams in the matches that are happening this weekend as well. So yeah, go lock into some of that. Lots of good stuff. And I'll see you all. I'll be back in a couple of hours. I'll just set up these reruns now. Bye, YouTube. Can we start glazing opener just a little bit?
You want to glaze opener?
Well, someone in chat said it, but to be fair, I think these last couple of days, he's had like good performances.